Hey, what's up everybody? This is Jared Dines, and this is 10 Tips for Beginner Guitarists. First and foremost, take it slow. It takes a long time to learn how to play guitar. I got very frustrated when in the first year or two of learning guitar, and I put it down a couple times for a couple months, picked it back up. You know, it's okay to take it slow. If you get frustrated, it's okay to put it down and come back to it. Tip number 2, this is very important. Use a metronome. I know everyone hates it, but you gotta use a metronome. If you're gonna be playing with other artists, if you're gonna be recording in a studio, it's so important to play on time. You gotta do it. Just do it. Number 3, I would say that actually has helped me, and I didn't start doing this until later, is learn basic theory. Learn some scales, learn some modes, learn how to play with other musicians where you can just improvise. It's very important to kind of have a basic understanding. I'm not saying you have to be some scholar of music, but at least to know somewhat of what you're doing definitely helps, so learn some basic theory. This next one is actually how I started, and it was playing along to songs that I enjoy, and I think it's very important to have fun. So that would be this tip, is have fun. The bands that you like, play along to their songs, you know, enjoy what you do. That's kind of the whole point of playing guitar, is to enjoy it and make music and play music that you're passionate about. And the best way to start doing that, I feel, at least for me, was to play along to the bands that I enjoyed the most. Tip number 5 is play with other musicians often. The more you play with other musicians, the more you will learn, the faster you will learn, and you will adapt to understanding how to work with a drummer, how to work with a bass player. It's very, very, very important to always go out, play with other musicians, learn from other musicians, and, you know, a community, create a community, and yeah, so play with other musicians. Tip number 6, this one it's also very, maybe not as important as the others, but it's still important, is don't worry about expensive gear at first. Don't worry about getting the best sounding tone, you know, because you want to learn the guitar, and in my opinion, a lot of tone comes from your fingers. Obviously, the amps and the guitars play a factor as well. But if you're gonna think of picking up a guitar, I wouldn't spend $2,000, $3,000 getting a rig that you may just sell down the road, you know, and get half your money back. So I would say don't worry about the gear at first. Worry about actually playing the guitar, learning the guitar, if you even enjoy the guitar and want to stick with it. This next tip I feel is pretty important, and it's don't try to sound like your favorite player. Don't try to sound like your favorite band. And that might be contradictory to playing along to your favorite songs when you first start, but my point is that you have your style, you have your sound. And a lot of times people will tell you, oh, you should be playing like this, or you should try this, do this lick, which is great. But stay true to your original sound, because it's your sound. Just because somebody that's really popular maybe in your area, he plays a certain style, that's his style. You know, break out in your own style, be true to yourself. Tip number 8. This might sound like a rude one, but don't let other musicians hold you back. I played in many bands when I was younger. I played a lot more often when I was younger, so I got better pretty fast. You know, I didn't go out and party. I was at home playing my guitar 4 to 6 hours a day, so, you know, I was decent for my age. The people my age in high school I was playing in bands weren't necessarily on my level at the time, and I spent a couple years trying to make it work with people who just weren't as interested as I was. They weren't as passionate about it as I was. And looking back at it, I could have done a lot more with other musicians who were passionate at the time if I would have just understood that my journey is my journey. And if you find people that share that passion and want to continue that journey with you, that's awesome. If not, don't let them hold you back. Tip number 9, and this is huge in the music industry, whether you're a guitarist or a musician of any type, don't be an asshole. People don't like working with assholes. It's never fun. If you're in a local band and you're playing with other local bands, the best way to get alienated from everybody is to be a dick. So don't do that. And then last but certainly not least, number 10, buy Guitar World magazine. Buy my issue of Guitar World magazine. Seriously though, Guitar World, I grew up with Guitar World. They have so much information. Or go online. Go on the Guitar World website. You know, it's all digital now. It's, you know, buy the magazines and everything. Like, really use the resources that is available to learn and to understand whatever it is you're trying to understand. There are so many resources out there nowadays. I didn't have, all I had when I was younger was mxtabs.com. So now you have literally everything everywhere. And so yeah, definitely use your resources. Thank you guys so much for checking out my 10 tips. I hope they are beneficial for you, and thank you for checking out this video. If you like it, please drop a like and share it with your friends. See you later.